Guru, made for you.
This video is about linear system word problems. So we're going to use the methods we learned in the past 4 videos and apply them to solve word problems. So let's look at this first word problem we have here. So it says the sum of two numbers A and B is 104, and A is 3 times the value of B. So we're going to write two equations here since we have two variables. And if we read the first sentence, that is going to be one equation, and the second sentence is going to be another equation. So let's look at this first sentence. The sum means addition, of two numbers, A and B, is 104. So the sum of the two numbers A and B, so A plus B is means equals 104. So that's our first equation. Let's look at the second one. A is means equals 3 times the value of B, so 3B. So now the easiest method to solve this system would be to use the substitution method, because we've already have this A isolated. So we can just plug the value for A back into the first equation to get 3B, because A is equal to 3B, plus B is equal to 104. So 4B will be equal to 104. And therefore B would be equal to 104 divided by 4, which would be 26. Let's check that. 26 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. So 6 times 4 is 24. So 104. So that's correct. Now let's plug it back in. Let's plug it back in to solve for A. So A is equal to 3B. I'm going to use the second one. So A is equal to 3 times 26. So therefore A is equal to 26 times 3, which is 78. Let's plug these values back into the original equation. Check. 78 plus 26. 78 plus 26. 8 plus 6 is 14. 8, 9, 10, 104. First equation checks. A is equal to 3B, so 78 is equal to 26 times 3. 78 is equal to 26, 18, 78. The second one checks. So this is how you solve word problems using the methods to solve a system of equations. Now let's do a little harder one. Okay, this is our second problem. At a baseball game, vendors sell popcorn and ice cream. They sell popcorn for $2.50 and ice cream for $2. They make $336 on a particular day. They also sold twice as much popcorn as ice cream. So how much popcorn was sold? So we have two variables. I'm going to pick X and Y. We can put X as popcorn or X as ice cream. I'm going to pick popcorn. So let X equal popcorn. So Y would equal ice cream. You can let X as ice cream and Y as popcorn. They're interchangeable, so you can do any of them. So one of our equations is going to be about cost, and the other one is going to be about number. So let's do our cost one first. So our cost one will be 2.5x plus 2y is equal to 336, because $2.50 times the number of bags of popcorn plus $2 times the number of boxes of ice cream is equal to the total they made on a day, which is $336. So our next one is going to be all about number. So the number one, we look at this sentence right here. They also sold twice as much popcorn as ice cream. So that tells us that 2y is equal to x, because y would be equal to 1/2 x, because y is ice cream. Ice cream would be 1/2 as much as how much popcorn was sold. So we don't like fractions, so we multiply by 2 to get 2y is equal to x. So now we can substitute because we have a variable isolated, and that's the x in the second equation. So I'm going to plug it into the first equation. So I do 2.5 times 2y plus 2y is equal to 336. So 5y plus 2y equals 336. 7y is equal to 336. Come up here, y is equal to 336 over 7. Y is equal to 7 times 4 is 28. 28 plus 5, carry the 5. 56 divided by 7 is 8. So 48. Y is equal to 48. But why is ice cream? We want to know how much popcorn was sold. So we have to plug it into one of them. I'm going to plug it into the second one because it's only one step. So 2 times 48 is equal to x. 48 times 2 is 96. 96 is equal to x. And x is the number of popcorn. So 96 bags of popcorn. Guru.